So before I'm going to start with the video, I quickly want to thank Youngblood Cosmetics for sponsoring this video. I don't know if you guys remember it, but I don't think so, because 3 years ago I did Facebook videos, kind of like what Instagram is now. I did it on Facebook, but I spoke Dutch, obviously. And I remember that I had a Youngblood blush years ago. I think maybe even more than 3 years ago. So this is Youngblood Cosmetics. I have a box full of products here. I'm going to show it to you. I already took them out of the packaging because it's going to take a long time when I'm going to do that in front of the camera, and no one wants to see that. So the thing that's really interesting to me is that, you know, 2019, I want this year to be all about skin. I love my full coverage foundations. I love my full glams, but you guys also know that I really love natural looking skin. Even though I'm going to use a lot of makeup products for that, that doesn't matter, as long as the end result is super natural and skin looking. And so yeah, I definitely want to concentrate on that more this year. If you are into cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free, gluten-free, talc-free, mineral oil-free, petroleum-free, everything free, harsh chemicals free. So it's a super healthy brand, and I kind of felt guilty that I just had my huge cup of cappuccino. I was going to lie and tell you guys that it's decaf, but it's not. So this brand is sold in many spas, salons, a lot of makeup artists use it. But the thing is, honestly, when I heard about the Natural Loose Mineral Foundation, it's one of their best sellers, I thought, because you guys know I'm not really into loose powders. I'm not really into loose foundations, and I felt like this is not going to cover up anything. It's just going to look cakey. It's just going to look dry on my skin, but I was willing to give it a try. So when I went to the gym with my husband for the first time in months, I felt like I needed something on my skin because you guys see I have a lot of breakouts. So I thought, let's give it a try, because, you know, I'm going to the gym, and if it's not going to look good, I'm still at the gym. Like, I'm not at a super special event. And I was so wrong, and I was so shook to the core because I was so surprised. I'm going to show you why. And even my husband said, oh my God, your skin looks super skin-like. So you can see I already used this color. This is a neutral warm Tawnee. I probably pronounced it wrong, but you guys know, Tawnee. I put a little bit of the powder in the cap, as you can see, and it comes with a brush that you need to use like with the mineral foundation. So I thought, you know, powder on my skin, but look what happens. I was actually super shook. I take a bit on my brush, and let's say this is a problematic area. So I just go in. This shade is probably too dark already because I want tanning, and now it's all gone. But I'm just going to do like a little bit right here. I mean, look at that. I was so surprised by the coverage of this. My mustache is always weird looking. Like, I do have a pigmentation right there. Let's say we do the sides of the nose. I mean, look at that. I never, ever in my life expected that I was going to like a loose foundation. You see that? Well, this is probably this is too dark now, but you guys know what I mean. I just wanted to show you the coverage of this loose foundation, and I'm so loving it. I'm going to zoom you in because you guys can really see the difference, and you can still see that it's super, it also feels super hydrating. It doesn't feel like I have like powder on my skin at all. It just feels like I have a really nice moisturizer, and I don't feel anything. It's not tacky. It just feels amazing. And the thing is, everyone is going to think that you have really good looking skin. So I'm going to zoom you in. Don't pay any attention to the color. Obviously it's too yellow, but as you can see, like, the coverage is just incredible. Look at my chin, the difference. Look at the sides of my nose, like my mustache area, and it's just, I'm shook. You can still see a little bit of pores here. You can still see a tiny bit of bumps, but overall, it's just, the coverage is amazing. And I never, ever expected that I was going to like a mineral loose foundation. So I tried this, I would say around 5 times now. Really like it. So I know that I love the mineral loose foundation. Imagine this foundation during summer, like summertime. I'm quickly going to remove it with the micellar. We say micellar. What do you guys say? Micellar. I'm guessing micellar. Cut. Micellar water. The coverage. So good. I'm going to use a liquid foundation now. Oh, it does smell really good. Kind of like herbs in a good way. I'm going to use a liquid mineral foundation, deep sea hydrating complex. Sounds so good. Rich in ocean minerals and nutrients. And I am going to use this brush. At first, when I saw this brush, I was like, ooh, I hope it's not like a flat foundation brush, because I don't like to use that because it gives me stripes. But this is kind of like a fluffy, it's weird, but like kind of like a fluffy flat foundation brush. So yeah, we'll see if this is going to work. If not, I'm going to use my own brush. We also have a primer right here, mineral primer. It also blurs out. I can see that when I put it on my forehead. I love it when a primer makes your skin a little blurry. I'm going in with the foundation. Ooh, it's too light. Or not. Oh my god, it's so soft. I'm not sure if it's the primer or the foundation, but it feels super soft. At first, it kind of like reminds me of the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, but it's way softer. Okay, so I applied a tiny, like a very light layer. I love the effect of the foundation. It's not super covering, but I would say I think it's buildable. So I'm going in with another layer later. But as you can see, it doesn't really cover up like my spot, but that's kind of like normal because it's like a bump. So first thing I noticed is the feeling. The feeling of this foundation is absolutely amazing. My skin does look quite good, although I had a lot of breakouts, especially around my chin. You can still see my birthmark, so it doesn't cover everything. So I feel like either if you want to like have a little bit more coverage, you need to go in with another layer, or you need to use the mineral foundation as well. But even though I have a lot of redness going on and a little bit of imperfections, I think the coverage is still okay for like a very hydrating, natural looking foundation. I'm going in with one of my concealers. Okay, so I'm going in with Jouer. This is in the shade Macadamia. I'm going to like quickly do a cream contour with my Laura Mercier palette, which I love to contour my face with, and this petite face finish brush from Zoeva. I always go in with number 1 and number 2. Like I use a very, very light hand. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. I didn't think that I had a loose powder, but I do have a loose powder, like a setting powder. This is the Mineral Rice setting powder in medium. I feel like setting powders are super important. They can like make or break your makeup, so I'm kind of like nervous for this. So because this is in the shade medium, I'm afraid that it's going to look a little darker. I don't like it when my concealer gets a little darker because of the powder. So I'm using a few dots from the Fenty concealer because I know that this was quite brightening. I'm going in with my Morphe 501 brush, and I'm taking a little bit of the, I think it's called Mineral Rice setting powder. And I'm just going to set the concealer. It's not creasing. You can see that it is like, it looks a little dry underneath my eyes, but nothing too crazy. So far, my skin really looks good. Going in with my MAC Give Me Sun to warm up the face. Or else we are going to look a little gray. We don't want that. Okay, oh, this is beautiful. I'm going to use this one as well. This is Sundance Mineral Radiance. Kind of like a bronzer and illuminator in one. I always feel like I don't want to mix these colors, but like I have to. So I'm just going in. And then to highlight my face, I do have a loose highlighter, but I swatched this one real quick on my finger and on my hand, and I really liked it because it's like super luminous. It's kind of like weird because it does feel like a cream, but once you put it on your hand, it turns into a powder texture. It's really weird, but I really love this one, so I'm going to use it on my cheekbones. Just going to mix a bunch of colors. Going to mix this one, and this one. Wow, that looks really luminous. Wow. Do you guys see that? It looks like glass. This glassy look. Yes, I love that. Again, I don't feel anything on my skin. Oh my god, I really love this. So Now for blush, let's see, because these are highlighters. I'm going in with this blush. This is called, need my YouTube pronunciation channel, Sherbet. I think it's Sherbet.
Sherbet.
I got that one. Sherbet color blush.
Sherbet.
Yeah, I know, girl, I know. And it's kind of like a, oh, this color looks beautiful. I hope it's not too light. I'm not sure if I can really show you guys the color of the blush, but it's kind of like a very light peachy pinky color. It's such a beautiful color. Oh my goodness, this color, I'm not sure if you can really see that on camera, but it's kind of like a dull, like a dullish color. I'm not sure how to explain it, but that is a really nice color blush. I know I put on way too much, but got that. Now I'm going in with Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I never ever thought that I would like products that are loose, but I do have to admit that these don't really get messy. That's actually the main reason that I didn't like to use like loose powders. I still don't like to use a lot of loose products, but these actually really surprised me because they still look clean. They don't get messy, which is a big plus for me. They also send me some lipsticks. These are the colors that they send, and you guys see that it's all nude, so I love the fact that they know that I'm a nude lip junkie. I think I wore Muse to the gym. I've been testing a lot of products to the gym lately. But this is, yeah, this one. Yeah, it's this one. It's a beautiful nude shade. I'm going to apply this so you guys get to see the color. And I also have this shade right here, which is called Naked. It's super nude, like really, really nude. So beautiful. So I think I'm going to mix these two. I'm using my Cork lip liner from MAC. Now I'm going in with Muse, which is the darker nude. Now I'm taking Naked, which is the nude nude, going on top of the Muse. I'm quickly going to do the rest of the makeup. I'm going to do my hair, and then I'll be back to kind of like show you the end result. I really want to say that I quickly did my makeup and my hair, but it's been a couple of hours actually. Been a few struggling hours. Maybe that's not really a bad thing because now I can actually see how the base looks like and it still looks super beautiful. I was thinking to myself, like when you walk in daylight and you have a full face makeup on, sometimes, I mean, it looks good, but sometimes when people are really close, almost into your face, you kind of like, maybe I look a little cakey. You kind of like, not really get insecure, but you kind of get insecure, like maybe my makeup is like too much. And with this kind of base, I do have to say that I think I would feel more confident because no matter how close you come, it kind of still looks like skin. Obviously we have some makeup on, obviously we have the glow going on, you can still see the powder on my face, but it's like super natural while the imperfections are covered, you know what I mean? So Youngblood is definitely a yes for me. Maybe not all of their products, but I would definitely use it more often on my kind of like non-makeup days or my neutral days or to the gym, you know, when I really want to feel and look super natural. The feeling is incredible. I do have to say I don't feel anything except that my skin feels super hydrated. So that is pretty much it for this video. If you want me to use other brands, maybe like a little unknown brands or brands that need more recognition and need more attention, then let me know because I really want to use different brands on my channel this year. And that is pretty much it. I am going to chill for a second. I am going to make myself a smoothie. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.